Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Celebrity Cars. Well, we've got a real special luxury car today. It's a 2006 Bentley 2006 Bentley Continental Flying Spur. Has just over 62,000 miles on the odometer. And I got to tell you folks, aside for just a couple normal road wear chips in the windshield, which don't need to be repaired, there's just a couple small marks on the windshield. And there's a location here on the hood that I want to talk about with just some really small light indentations in the hood. It's kind of like somebody might have put their butt up there and sat once, and then it made a couple indentations in the hood, and then it was professionally repaired. I spent a lot of time with this car, you know, cleaning it and stuff, and I didn't notice it until about an hour ago that there's just a couple small things here. But I didn't notice it. We've got to be really particular. We're in Celebrity Cars here. Welcome to Celebrity Cars, folks. With these fancy lights in here, skylights, kind of like a magnifying glass on the paint. It's very surprising to find the overall condition of this car with just under 64,000 miles on the odometer to have just such little wear on it. It's really an amazing car. It's got aftermarket wheels on it that you can see. And I mean, Daniel with the camera is going to try and show you what's going on the hood here. It's just so mild. But I mean, I got to tell you what it is. That's what I do here. I'm the condition report guy. I get down to the basics here. This is, you know, 101, not done really anywhere else on the internet. We get some beautiful cars in here, and they can't afford a 2-minute video. It doesn't work anymore. So you got to get us together in this little conjoined effort here and go over just about every square inch of the car and make sure it doesn't have any chips and scratches on it. I spent a lot of time with it already. I've already told you that. I've had my hands down the rocker panels cleaning them. They're all nice and straight down there on both sides, so we don't have to crawl down there on the ground. There is no curb rash on the wheels. They're aftermarket wheels, so the tires are a little lower to the ground. But other than that, I mean, even the black molding down the sides of the car, these things always get scratched up from people opening up the doors and closing them. And it's just a really nice, it's 2006. It's way over 10 years old. And it's still in such a beautiful condition. This is called metallic black. It's got like a hint of gray to it, and it's super sharp. And another one of the really cool things that I just have to mention, because I'm a weirdo when it comes to keeping cars clean. These wheels, I don't know what they're made of. They kind of seem like an aluminum mixture. Not really sure how they were made, but what's so cool is that these haven't really been wiped off. Check them out. I mean, they have. But when we got it, they were dirty, but they didn't look dirty. You know, we all kind of dream about when we could drive our car around for more than a week and a half and our wheels don't look dirty. I mean, that's just an ongoing thing. If you're a weirdo keeping your car clean, which, you know, most of you are that watch videos like this, these things stay clean or look clean for a long time. It's just kind of cool. All right, keep following me around here, because let me explain to you all the different variations of what I normally go over. Okay, I go over, you know, there's you know, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be some swirls in the clear coat, if you will. Just for people, you know, microfiber towels, you know, swirls. You get it. There's barely a swirl on this car. I mean, maybe it has to do with the paint color. I'm not sure, but normally I can see swirls all over the darn place. I mean, it's got really the minimal markings of just normal cleaning. It's not something I say very often. I don't know, maybe we should get some kind of 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 10 thing going on here today with this car. Change my my whole model here. But you know, I mean, it's got this many miles on it. I'm going to say it's got like a 1 out of 10 swirl marks on it, when normally it's 5, 6, 7, because that's just what happens. But somebody really knew how to take care of this car, and I don't. We could walk around it right now and point at all the body panels. I'm telling you, there's not a chip. Here's the front fender. We'll look at it. I'm going to look at it one more time with you folks, and I'm going to just keep moving on. This wheel, no curb rash. This door, nothing. The chrome trim, I mean, maybe a real small mark or two, but it's not anything anybody would be like, hey, there's none of that. Okay, the roof. The roof is beautiful. The moonroof is beautiful. The gaskets around all of it. The gaskets around the windshield. Oh, let's get back to the windshield. You want to pick on this car, let's pick on this car because there's not a whole lot to pick on. There's just a couple little itty bitty, super small, you know, my finger, you know, kind of gets caught up on it. That's just called normal road wear on almost every darn windshield you can come up with. Some of these are just bugs. They're coming off of my finger. But other than that, I mean, does it need to be replaced? Do you need to call us and go, how's that windshield? No, it's fine. I'm trying to pick this car apart. And I'm not succeeding because there's nothing, even this front bumper. You'd find all of this, you know, pepper. You know what pepper is? Pepper's just road wear. It's a black car. You get stuff, sand, whatever, wherever you're from. It's just normal driving it. And you get all these little white marks all over it. There aren't any little white marks. There aren't. Can I get into each one of these little holes here with a microfiber towel and clean off the little itty bitty watermarks that I might find in here? Sure. I'm sorry, I didn't do that today. But you see it's still in beautiful shape. These grills, they're all secure. There's nothing getting ready to fall off of this thing. And here, I'll run my hand right underneath the lower valance. This is where you hit curbs. And there's nothing. Sorry, it's laughable because normally any car, 95% of these cars in here, 99% of these cars in here have a little bit of a, you know, just from a normal doing your daily stuff. And this one has nothing. The hood, let's talk about the hood. Have you been able to come up with anything yet, Daniel, on this hood? I mean, I could just barely see it. You know, like, you know, acorn or hail damage. And you kind of look at this a little bit and you go, hey, did something happen? I don't even know how to point it out. There's like a little something here if you look really close, and there's a little something here. But I mean, but the paint, phew. It's a beautiful car. I don't know what else to tell you. Over here on this side, wheels perfect, fenders perfect, the lower rocker panels are perfect. This black down the side of the car, I see some fingerprints from somebody getting in and out, but that's it. The chrome around the doors, perfect. This rear wheel is perfect. I'm spending more time talking about a perfect car than I do one that's banged up. I'm just trying to find you some marks on this car, folks. I mean, that's all there is to it. I don't know what I did with the car keys. Here they are. Okay. Well, I'm done with that. I'm going to open up these doors. I'm going to open up the trunk. I'm going to open up the hood. And I'm going to let Daniel just kind of sort of dive in and out here. Because the interior is just as nice as the exterior. The remote trunk works wonderfully. The black interior, yes, is much blacker than the car. You are seeing that correctly. I'm going to climb in here while Daniel's still here with me. And let's talk about the bolster. This is my favorite part of a car to talk about, because this is where the most wear would be. So come on in here and look at all the wear. There isn't any, folks. Whoever owned this car knew how to clean it, knew how to care for it, and knew how to get in and out of it. So it's wonderful. I mean, is there a little bit of, you know, some markings from sitting here? This is all normal stuff, folks. But there's no splitting, there's no scratches. There's a couple light scratches in this aluminum from getting in and out of the car, but I'm being real picky again. Dashboard's got a bunch of red lights on it because all the doors are open right now. I'm gonna reach down here and open up the hood so we can see the engine compartment. The one thing I will bring up, and it was pointed to my attention, come on over here, Daniel. You know, there's a lot of wood in these Bentleys. So I want to tell you about the fact that there is a crack in the wood here, a crack in the wood here, and it's just those two locations. I don't know how well you can see them on film. There's no separation. It's just a little fine crack that I wanted to tell you about there. This center console has no cracks. This center console has not one crack. the dashboard. No crack. Over here on the dashboard, no crack. So we just have this location here. I'm going to check out all the other doors because this, you know, could very well be very important to you. So I will double check these. So yeah, I mean, folks, you could barely see that, but it's there. I had to tell you about it. Over here on this side, nothing. Look at this beautiful interior. The carpet's perfect. The seats are such, you know, such jet black combination of the wood and the black leather on the doors. The center console on the back. I'll let you look in and I'll climb in the other side. This wood panel back here, no cracks. Ashtray looks like it's never been used. That's good. Don't smoke. Door works good. The seat, this back seat, folks, looks like, I mean, maybe nobody's even ever been back here. I wouldn't be surprised. There's barely a mark even climbing in and out of the car. Okay, this door panel, no cracks. And let's check out this passenger final door panel here, and no cracks in this wood either. You want to look at the trunk real quick? You just walk by the trunk. The trunk is beautiful. I just popped it open. The remote works good. Beautiful black carpet. All the tools, all the cool things are in there. Okay. Boot close. How about that? Okay, let's look at the engine compartment. Shocks are good to hold the hood up. Engine compartment looks, you know, barely used. I missed a couple watermarks down here. There you go, you got me. I didn't pop the hood when I was cleaning. So there's a couple watermarks down there. I'll get those cleaned up. But under here, you know, looks a heck of a lot better than a 60-some thousand mile car. That's for darn sure. Amazing. Good, good. Okay. Well, I don't have a whole lot more to say, except we're going to go for a quick ride. And we're going to make sure this thing does everything it's supposed to do. Make sure that, you know, the brake pedal's not vibrating. Make sure the brakes aren't screeching, you know, all that stuff. Accelerates, transmission, all that kind of, all that jazz. We'll be right back in just a minute. Hi folks, welcome back. We are now in the 06 Bentley Continental Flying Spur. My eyes are working its way around the wood surface that I was telling you about. We know that the leather is just perfect. It's absolutely beautiful. Here are those two marks again that you can see out in the light. So they're the only two splits in the wood in the interior in here. And I mean, I don't have anything else to go over. I just brought it outside. It's still cold. Okay, it's only been running for a moment. I wanted to shut it off. We start it back up again for you. But okay, let's just do it. I didn't have my foot on the brake the first time. Yeah, foot on the brake, turn the key, you're in good shape. We're in comfort settings. It just told me on the dashboard. The odometer reads 62,662. Okay. And it's nice and quiet. Started up really nice. I want to take this one home. Okay, I'm going to shut up so you can listen to all these little nuances here and transaction making this thing go down the road. I'm trying to turn the air conditioner off. I really don't know how to do it. Okay. All right. Foot's on the brake. Foot's coming off the brake. Off we go. Okay, I'm fourth gear, fifth gear, gonna hit the brakes. 3, 2, 1, about 40 miles an hour. Whoa, yeah, this thing stops. Not a scratch in the brakes, not a in the brakes, no wobbling of the brakes. Beautiful, shifting just fine. And this is another nice car. Back on the gas. Super quiet in here, folks. All right. Get up to speed here a little bit. Called a luxury car, folks. It's a Bentley. Foot's on the brake. Right hand turn. Turn signals on, working just fine. Super nice and smooth. Now, you're probably maybe waiting for some remarks in regards to the aftermarket wheels, and the tires are smaller and all that kind of stuff. I don't feel any difference at all. Maybe it's a little tighter, and boy, that's a terrible thing. It drives smooth, and it's wonderful. I get a little tongue-tied sometimes, folks. I don't know what else to say, except this is beautiful. 2006 Bentley Continental Flying Spur. Give us a call, 702-818-1031. Or if you found this video on YouTube first, boy, go to celebritycars.com, go to Bentley, and find this car, and you can learn about Carfax, maybe service, all those things, what kind of wheels those are, that kind of stuff. Don't be afraid to call us, though, either. We'll see you next time.